It's day 34 on the Mississippi, and today's destination is Gutenberg, Iowa, which is about 25 miles. It's the weekend, so I expect a lot more boating traffic. In addition, it must be hunting season because they've been blasting birds for about an hour and a half now. I expect that the weather is going to be semi-favorable today. It's going to be hot, and the winds are supposed to pick up in the afternoon. But I'm getting an earlier start to account for the slower pace. And hey, one more day until I reach my next destination, which is going to be in Dubuque, Iowa, which is where the National Mississippi Museum is. All right, let's paddle. So I decided to pull over at the Marquette Marina to have some lunch, and of course, a cold one. I'm passing through Marquette, Iowa. There happened to be this nice little marina on the side, so I stopped in for a burger. Most excellent. Talked to the owner. He said that the season is starting to close up. He only has about 2 more weeks before he shuts down. He's like, you can expect that pretty much down the river all the way to St. Louis. So for anybody who's behind me, it could be pretty rough trying to resupply, etc. as the river towns start shutting down for the season. The forecasted winds for today was 8 to 15, gusting to 20. The conditions have been pretty rough out here. The only good thing is there's not a lot of boat traffic, given that it's a Saturday, because the winds really are kicking up some chop out here. And I'd say at least it's a good thing that there's a headwind. Going straight into it isn't as bad as having a crosswind. The canoe's got enough length where a lot of times it can go from wave top to wave top without sinking down into the trough of the wave. So as long as the amplitude of the wave doesn't get any wider, or longer I should say, these conditions aren't too terribly bad beyond the extra work it takes to push through the wind. I've been trying to stay out in the channel for the most part. It's where there's the best current. It does help offset having to paddle into the wind, but on average I am making about 2.5 to 3.25 miles per hour. Oh, here's some good ones coming up right here. Right now I am still waiting for the wind to die down. I got pushed off of the river around 1 p.m. due to high winds. I was just outside of McGregor, Iowa when I just pulled over and kind of took the safe option because the winds were gusting over, I would say, solid 20-25, and you can always tell when the waves start coming over the side of the boat in addition to the bow. So found this little sand beach and just pulled over. Been taking a break here for probably about 3 hours. The winds are starting to die down a little bit, but yeah, not many options here in McGregor. Apparently there's something going on, some event. Everything is sold out today, so don't even have the option of grabbing a hotel room at this time. I've been debating kind of what I would do next, and I've decided that I'm going to go into McGregor, I'm going to grab some food, and I'm going to come back, and at that time I'm going to make the call based on the winds whether I get back on the water or whether I just camp here for the night. Now, this isn't the most ideal spot to camp. It's right off the railroad tracks, but it is about the only piece of good sand that I can find in this area. So better than nothing if I have to camp. If I get back on water, then I'm gonna shoot for Clayton, Iowa, which is about 6 miles. Now, between here and Clayton, there is a slough that I could take that's going to get me off the main river, which is also going to get me out of the wind, and it'll drop me off right there in Clayton. Now, that does mean I'll be paddling at night, so that'll be a first. But, well, actually it's not a first, it'll be a second. It'll be a first on the big river here, and it should be okay. The moon's been coming up early. I would say it's probably about a 3/4 moon, so it's been pretty bright starting out, and I would estimate that at a 3-mile-an-hour pace, that should put me in Clayton around 8 o'clock. Now, when I get to Clayton, there's no lodging, but I did scope out a boat ramp that looks like it has some greenery on the side that I can just pitch a tent, and I'll deal with anybody coming along as required. I don't think that the local authorities are gonna really care too much, especially if it's just overnight. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. So let's go on in, walk the tracks, and see what we got. All right. Yep, just like when I was growing up, walking the tracks. Well, I'm back from dinner, which was okay. Nothing to write home about, but I did get a good mix of protein and carbs, some barbecue ribs, and a baked potato. Now, it looks like the wind has died down a little bit. It's definitely not gusting like it was before, and the sustained speed is definitely down also. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I'm gonna get back on the water. I have about 2 hours or so of daylight left, so let's see how far I can make it. So I was going to try an alternate path down the Johnson Slough, but when I went over to it, the water was really low, and given that it's about to be dark, I wasn't down for walking the canoe through the slough. So I'm gonna head back out here to the main channel. The boat traffic has died down and the wind is actually dying down even more. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to paddle on.